Hey y'all, it's Wild Dog. There's a lot going on, a lot of activity. I said there's a lot of activity going on. It's a very busy place, and just trying trying to smoke. There's a lot going on. I like how there's one guy. They can't hear me right now because they're so loud. But there was one guy with a leaf blower. And as soon as I start talking to myself or whatever, there's two of them. They start dancing around, and I find that pretty funny. But anyways, I think it's my beard. I don't even know what the heck, but I appreciate it. The reason why I appreciate it is that I was trying to relax, trying to play video games on my phone, try not to think about things. I like to relax. I relax a lot because I definitely need to. And I've spent, how like in video games, like you got a character or whatever, and you spend points, like in certain things or whatever. Well, I've spent like a lot of points on my gosh darn ability to relax, and it has been a wise decision. I have trained myself. I've spent hours upon hours of training on how to relax, and it has been one of the best decisions of my life. Probably the most important, some of the most important training I've ever done. So I was relaxing, and it's nice to come outside and hear some loud noise to kind of, that edginess of being outdoors. But anyways, thinking about reading my book now, but it's still I'm not really there yet. I still got too much energy. It's like I woke up this morning feeling good. Right? Ever wake up feeling good and you're not ready for it? You spent like a whole week being bedridden, feeling terrible, and then you wake up feeling good. You're just like, well, none of what I had planned. I wasn't ready for this, right? So yeah, I'm just like filled with energy, and I realize it's the opposite, right? Like when you're extremely sick, you're focusing on recovery and trying to build up your energy, right? But when you're the opposite, you're doing the exact, like I'm doing the exact opposite. Like instead of being laying on a couch trying to get better, I'm like pumped up, moving way too fast, trying to like burn off my own energy. And I have to. Here's the tricky part. Depending on how I burn off my energy, there's going to be residual effects, right? Like if I go to the gym and I pump iron, my testosterone levels are going to be higher. And I'm just like, I got to think about that too. I feel like a professional athlete, honestly, in that regards. Like you care about your body, right? You care about your hormone level. I do. It's important to me because I know it has a great effect on me, and I like being comfortable or try to be, in certain circumstances. So I'm like, well, when I sit, usually one of the best ways for me to burn off energy is just like sit down in the sun, play video games, try to quietly, and then like read a book. But those activities are, they're ideal activities, right? Like you don't think it would take a lot for me to do those activities, but the trick is it does. So like, it's easy going to the gym and lifting weights and then having to deal with high testosterone. And that's a pain in the ass. If you've ever been to the gym and worked out a lot, that it's unless you're really into that. And I used to be really into that. Like I used to be like all for that. But now I'm like, ain't nobody got time for high testosterone. At least that's how I feel right now. Like I ain't got time to be all huffy and you know I've got so much energy. I don't need any more energy. I realize that it would just require more relaxation later down the road. So anyways, to do the ideal, to sit down in the sun, to read books, uh, to be comfortable playing, video games on my phone. For me, I have to be in certain mindsets to where I can enjoy those relaxation times. So um, it's complicated for me. A lot of things are complicated, but and I'm sure it's complicated for other people too. Just like you got to find the right combination of things in order to have the ideal uh, relaxed time. So that's what I've been doing. I kind of avoided the gym. I realized the sun's starting to go down a little bit. I got a few more hours daylight, about 2 more hours approximately. Um, the reason why that matters, why I bring it up, is that there are people who I don't know, but there are just people that I like to label as zombies who wander around on the street sometimes, and I like to stay safe and avoid zombies on my travels. So that's the only consideration. I know I'm being over dramatic in that fact. Usually the zombies are not so bad until after about 9 or 10 o'clock. And when I mean not so bad, I mean specifically, do I feel like I'm about to have a zombie chase me down because I'm riding a gosh darn scooter? I mean, that's just real talk. I've been chased down several times, and I'm not upset about it so much as I am aware that is a risk. Simply riding a bicycle, riding a scooter, or just being outside after dark. And I am a supernatural dude, but that doesn't mean very much. You know, Specifically in this case, I want to avoid and run away and just not have those negative experiences at all. Because for me specifically, the result of having said negative experiences is just I have to deal with the may not be severe trauma, but it's still trauma to me. Uh, and I have to deal with those feelings later on, and it's not a pleasant experience. And it takes away from my time and energy to try to heal and recover from stupid things like zombies chasing me down for no flippin' reason. So, yeah, that's why I care about what time it is. Um, but I know I'm fine. I know things are fine. Things are good. I'm feeling okay. And I think I'm just going to read my book for probably an hour and then head out. So, anyways, appreciate y'all for watching. And I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.